Being in a toxic or difficult relationship, it can take a toll on your mental, emotional health, and the fear of being alone could drive people towards toxic partners or keeping unhealthy relationships. So, what are the signs to look for in a toxic relationship, and how can someone find a secure one? Well, joining us now, we've got author, relationship expert Shauntay L. Dunbar joins us back here. And Shauntay, good to have you back. And I guess it's the end of the cuffing season, so we got to get rid of toxic relationships, huh?
It's nice to be back. And yes, you are absolutely right. It's time to clean up shop. So, yes, goodbye to toxicity. Being with anyone who is dishonest, disrespectful, abusive, mentally, physically, emotionally, probably gaslighting you, love bombing, if you feel intimidated. These are all things that just aren't healthy for you all around. So, it's time to get rid of it.
Yeah, you talk about get rid of it, but it's not so easy. And what are some of the reasons that people stay? Because a lot of times you can have somebody and talk and speak into their life and say, listen, you know what, this really isn't for you. But they won't make that move, right? So, what are some of the reasons why people are really addicted or stay in a whole lot longer for toxic relationships?
Honestly, some people just believe in struggle love. They feel like if they just stick it out, then there's a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. And to be quite honest, if a person is not changing for themselves, they're not going to change for you. So it's kind of delusion thinking that it'll be better. There are some people who think they don't deserve any better. And this is how we end up stuck, right? And then you also have to think about the reason you got into the relationship in the first place, right? Did you want to be with this person or did you really need to be with this person? That could make a difference also.
Yeah. We hear the term being love bombed in a relationship. What is being love bombed? Somebody's out there like, what are you talking about?
So, love bomb is a form of manipulation in a relationship. It's basically that instant connection or trying to figure out that instant bond. So, like, we're soulmates, or you're so thoughtful. I just love how you are. I love how you just, always give me the menu first. We should be together. It's kind of weird, but for someone who is longing for someone to, want to be with them so badly, they don't really see it, so it looks different for everyone. But someone calling you 12 times a day, I don't know how normal that is. It's giving
Right.
psycho, no?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if some people get one, two calls a day, that's satisfactory. To be called 12 times a day, yeah, you gotta get a life, man. Let
Yeah.
me, let me. So you have relationships, and during this time of year, relationship experts talk, especially yourself, talk about spring cleaning. It's time for spring cleaning. How does a person go about spring cleaning in their own relationship?
So when we think about spring cleaning, you think about the traditional sense, right? We're cleaning out closets, we're dusting out those corners, we're, just making room for new and fresh things. And you want to do the same thing in your relationship. This is the time to ask, like, is there something we should do more of? Is there something that we used to do that you miss and maybe we can probably start doing it again? Do you want to try something new? This is the time to just be raw and honest, and you find out basically like either you're doing really good, you and your partner, or you might need a little work.
Yeah. So we talked about the bad. Let's talk about the good. What is a good, happy, secure relationship?
Oh, I always say one where you feel safe, one where there's trust, you're being honest, you feel comfortable with this person, you actually want to be with this person, you can enjoy your time together, you are healthy enough to enjoy your time apart, and you just have this open communication with each other, and you can tell each other any and everything without feeling that the person will judge you or make fun of you. It's a lot of comfort and joy in a secure relationship.
But sometimes we have to admit those are the harder ones to find. So you get more toxicity sometimes than you do finding sometimes people who are in a secure relationship. Any tips on how to better secure that relationship?
The best thing to do is to work on yourself, right? Usually we attract what we are. So if you're a person who is a little needy or a stage five clinger, someone who love bombs is obviously going to be great, right?
Right, right.
but doing the work, working on yourself, becoming your best you. And what's people don't really realize is that when you're happy and you're joyful on your own, it's like this light and this energy comes off of you, and you'll attract other people who are similar. I mean, obviously you have to practice your discernment because there are some out there who look to prey on that, but still do the work, always become your best self, and that's the best thing you can offer in a relationship, just being at your best.
Yeah. We hear about falling in love and then, growing in that love. Uh, Give me your perspective because when I hear people say, "Oh, I'm falling in love with him. I'm falling in love with her." And it's like, bruh, for real? Like just like, come on now. You're getting to know them. I'm falling in love. You know I'm right. Come on now.
You are right. I often hear that same voice too. I'm falling in love. It's like a instant trap almost. I mean, when we think about falling, usually we're associated with like instant, like it hurts to fall. You think about it and you're like a little cautious about it the next time around. And most times people are falling in love because they like the way the person makes them feel. It's not necessarily like that they like that person. They like what they do for them. So you got to think about it. Like if that person stops doing these things or saying these sweet things, would you still want to be with this person? So you got to be careful with falling in love. You can
Yeah.
fall out of it too. Yeah.
Quickly. All right. I'm not messing with you today. Listen, let me go to my
I'm
next.
behaving.
I'm right. I'm not messing with you. Let me go to this. Not we're talking about falling in love. Let's talk about growing in love. How can we
Yes.
grow in love?
So growing in love is actually, it takes time, right? Because we want to get to know the person for who they are and who they are in this moment, not necessarily who they have the potential to be. So when we grow in love, it takes us, listening. It takes us being vulnerable. It takes us not, feeling like we have to run away at the, sight of something like really small. It could be a yellow flag, not necessarily red. But, if you do the work, like I said before, and working on yourself and becoming your best self, you're more able to attract someone where you can grow together, right? Because ultimately, you have to choose each other. That's a great relationship where you choose each other every day.
Yeah. Well, listen. Before we go, gotta tell people real quickly. What are you up to? What's going on?
So, book two is still in the works because I'm still living and still writing. So, just when I think I'm almost done, it's like, nope, I gotta add that story.
Right.
So, yes, Diving in Stilettos is still available on Audible and Amazon and Barnes and Nobles and all the places. And of course, you can check out my Instagram where I share funny reels and information about relationships.
They're absolutely funny. Shauntay L. Dunbar, good to have you. I'm not messing with you today. I got more work to do.
Fine.
Thank you. And it's been so good seeing you. We'll talk soon. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
All
Bye.
righty. For more information, listen, you can visit her website at divinginstilettosfirst.com. I got to admit, if you go there, you're going to laugh. I'm telling you. All right. Encourage you, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.